What's up, guys? Welcome to eFootball, and back again with another video. So as the title says, right, I'm going to literally show you my settings. Last 3 days, today is Sunday, right? So last 3 days, that was is it Wednesday? I don't know, I'm so checked. So I think from Monday to Wednesday, yeah, I was losing games, like back to back games. And when the update came around, I updated the game and did everything, and I was still losing. It was crazy. So I actually sat down to review my settings and everything, and I found out that I was doing so many wrong things that I had to change, and I fixed it. After fixing all those problems, I actually became, like, my gameplay actually improved. I became so good. So yeah, these are the settings pro players use. I learned it from some people. I asked a couple of people and they helped me out, and I want to make a video now to help you all who've been watching this video. It's just simple things that's actually going to make you very good at the game. So let's start with the settings. Yeah, today we'll be focused on the settings, and the next time I'm going to drop a video, it's going to be about the tactics and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. I would also be doing offensive, how to score goals, how to defend properly, the formations you have to use. Yeah, all that will be in separate videos. So for now, the first video is going to be on the settings and the controls and everything you need to succeed in this game, eFootball 2023. Let's get inside. Let's get into it. So the first thing you have to do is to check your settings, your graphics. Let's hit graphics, right? So on my phone, I use high graphics with a higher frame rate, that's 60 FPS. If you use 30, I'm not sure you can play this game, man. Because the game feels slow, it feels laggy, it feels so slow. So I prefer you to switch to 60 FPS and then a higher graphics. You can reduce the graphics to maybe medium, but I don't prefer you switching it to low or the lowest now. So you can hit it on standard or high, any of these two. Any of these two, you can just hit it on any of these two. But I prefer high. Play settings. So these are my settings. The control type is classic, not touch and flick. It's actually classic. The directional stick type is off, and the reason why I use off here, as I was saying, the past 3 days I was losing games because this joystick was always messing me up. I even bought thumb sleeves for this thing, like just to move correctly. Yeah, but then I still miss pass, like I still like misplaced some passes, and it was crazy. So I actually sat down to tell myself, nah, then I'll just use the off one, because if you switch it on, if you put it on off, right, you literally are using your whole left screen as your joystick. So anytime you push your finger, your thumb, to a certain direction, it flicks really quick to that place. So you can test it out, and there is a particular setting or an option here that would actually affect this particular directional stick type. I'll tell you or give you more info when I get to that particular settings. So the cursor change, I use assisted. I use assisted because I realized I wasn't switching. It was on semi-auto before, yeah. But then with the semi-auto, when I switch to a player, it means when I manually switch to a player, it means the AI or computer doesn't switch for me. So it's like an airball or a 50-50 chance. Then it automatically switches for me. If you understand what I'm trying to say. But with the assisted, it switches anytime. It feels. Anytime your player, yeah, is very close to the ball, it switches automatically to that player. It switches really quick. And then way back in PES 2021, it was really slow. Like, it was so buggy, no one could use it. So everyone was like literally using manual to defend. But now it's fixed and it's very effective. And I think you should use assisted. Yeah, manual, I wouldn't advise you to use manual, because manual will give you extra work when you're defending. You know, when you meet an opponent who uses 4-3-1-2, you get me, or a quick counter formation, like quick counter managers and formations, they're actually gonna like destroy you on the pitch, because they just play a series of 1-2s, enter your half and destroy your defense. And if you're going to waste time to switch, most often you're going to be in serious trouble. So the best is to put it on assisted and be free, and then just focus on cutting passing lanes. And I'll teach that in the defense tutorials that will drop tomorrow or on Tuesday. Yeah. Now we get to movement input range. So with the movement input range, I use medium, and this is the settings I was talking about when I was on the directional stick type. option. So if you want to use the off for the directional stick type, you have to use medium or wide. If your phone has like a good touch sensitivity, yeah, if your touch is very sensitive, then it's better you use wide. If you use wide and it's too slow, yeah, then you can use medium for the directional stick type off. Yeah, so I literally use medium then off for the directional stick type. The defending control type I use standard. I don't use pressure style because of matchup. Because of this matchup thing, I don't use pressure style because of the matchup. I need the matchup because I'll actually touch on the matchup and then the pressure and then the standard control type, because it's very, very important. If you are actually using pressure style, I think you have to stop it, because it's really hard now for you to use pressure style. Way back in PES 2021, that was what everyone was using, but it's now a kick. It's not good now, so you have to change, and it will actually help you. Trust me, if you adapt to it, it will actually help you. And then yeah, my button opacity is 40, and cursor type I use the player name, next player indicator on, display radar on, stamina gauge on, display player names or opponent's team. Yeah, display player names on opponent's team is also on. So yeah, I switch the last option here, the player names on opponent's team. I switch it on because sometimes the way the game is, like their faces ain't clear when they're on the pitch. It could be Pedri holding the ball, but you might miss it. You might think it's a different player holding the ball. Sometimes when I see a player and I see the name and I'm like, oh, this player doesn't have good passing. Again, I don't want too much to really cut passing lanes. I just switch to a different player depending on the kind of player my opponent has passed the ball to, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so this is literally my settings I use. And one thing I use is the audio. Everything is off. I don't know if it affects you guys, but I feel like I don't concentrate when there's commentary, stadium, like so many noises behind. Like you could use the sound effects. This one's no, you can use the sound effects because it's actually good when you hit the ball and all. But I put everything on because I feel like it disturbs me sometimes, especially the commentary. So I don't actually download commentary. So yeah, this is my full settings, and yeah, I hope you can try my settings out. If it helps you, you can give me a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If it doesn't help you, you can tell me what actually helped you in the comment section. Peace out.